What? What's up, everybody? How's it going? The jazz. Mickey, how are you? How are you today? I like the rebranding. I keep seeing it. Dig it. And all right. All right. It's killer. All right, so we got new emote submitted today. That's gonna put us at a total of 5 tier 1 emotes and 2 for the other tiers. That's a total of 7 emotes. We're rocking now. In the big leagues. We're gonna play some Star Wars Battlefront today, but first we're gonna chat for a bit. So, take a look here. Does sound very Miles Davis. Dig it. Alright, I'm gonna brew up my coffee because Presley thought it would be a good idea to go outside and roll in the grass. So, and get to make my coffee. Alright, let's see. Get our space. Go to space. Star Wars space! Space Wars. Alright. And we'll have our daily question for the day here. If it works, you know. Last time we talked about backseat gaming, we were like, do you like backseat gaming? Are you a backseat gamer? And I decided I don't like backseat gaming, and no, I'm not a backseat. Alright, cool. Oh, I didn't save it. Let's see how it goes. There it is. Not so bad. Alright. I will be right back. So, Yeah, and I can put fake Aaron in. Ah, perfect. Like I never left. Just grabbing a cup of coffee. Be right back.
Michiru is now a guardian.
Michiru is now a guardian. Oh my god, the text to speech is added. All right. Maybe that's how I've been saying it wrong all these years. Is that what we're saying here? I think that's what that is. I think I've been saying it wrong. Welcome, Guardian. Your light is strong. And you should have the white Telecaster sub badge, which is my first little guitar, which we have a little bit about in the Discord under the guitar collection. I like to talk a bit about the origins of my guitar collection, and we're trying. We're taking it bit by bit. It's gonna take a long time. And I'm trying to find little things to say about each guitar. But yeah, the white Telecaster is the, technically, we want to get all the first guitar. And so, as you subscribe, it continues to go through my collection. Michiru? Okay. We'll say it all British. Michiru. I got it. Well, thank you for subscribing. I hope you enjoyed. You do get a sub roll in the Discord and all that stuff. You get all the emotes, which we're getting a new one, which I'll show you. I'll actually show you guys. Hang on. I'm excited. Almost excited as that. Let's see. Let's call it. Boom. Massive. There it is. That's me. Try to get it. I'll take me away for a minute. Hang on. Yeah, baby. I drink so much coffee that this just works. It just works. Alright, but I gotta move it. Right there. Oh, that's perfect. That's me. That's gonna be our new... God, I need to get Lucille out for a jam. listening to this. Yeah, let me just grab this coffee real quick. I'm sure it's ready by now. Alright, here's the plan. We get that emote, we put it on a coffee cup, then I buy that coffee cup, and then hold that coffee cup on stream. That would do it. That would be all. That's all I need. Thanks. We're done here. We're done here. 10 out of 10. Alright, let me just make sure. Nope. Oh, man. Okay. And we're gonna play the Battlefront today. We're gonna jump into the campaign. Alright. Cool. Got our alerts set up. Yeah, we have like a second campaign to play or something, so I guess we'll check it out today. And we might mess around, do some like instant action or something like that. I think that'd be cool. Alright, I gotta get rid of these. And if we have time after that, we might play something else. But it's gonna be a short stream today. I think we're only gonna be able to go about 3 hours or so. I was trying to get a setup to go live a little earlier. Oh yeah, yeah, we should totally be Discord buddies. Yeah. Yeah, I've had one for a little while. Yeah, I probably just don't advertise it enough, but that's also a double-edged sword because it keeps the trolls out, but then, oh my gosh. Well, thank you. We got a fun little community in there, and I'm always trying to work on making it better, more exciting. And we got lots of different ranks that you can join in there. Ha. Yeah, and I have to let you in so you can see the community. There you go. Cool. Yeah, that's it's a lot of work. Like just maintaining my own Discord is enough for me, and I can usually be in a couple others. I'm trying to whittle it down a little bit. I know I left a good 10 or 15 Discords recently. It's just cuz like if I'm not in there chatting like daily, it's not really, you know, I can get the alerts elsewhere, you know. I can see when people are going live on Twitch or tweeting or whatever it is, you know. Oh, it's so difficult. Jelly Roll Morton. Raging Girl, welcome to the stream. How are you? How are you today? So we're talking about books. Does anybody even read books? It's so 2019. Reading books. So, get that. Yeah. So what are some good books that we've read recently? Because I've got a list, but I'm always looking for more. Let me pull up. I don't know if I have good reads on here. No. Don't. No. Okay. I've been reading this book called, I'll try to link it. Let me see. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I got it for free through Amazon, so this is my current read, but it's my current read, but as far as books that I finished recently, this one right here. Finished reading 1984. But yeah, Forgotten Bones has been kind of interesting. Kind of like a mystery type, you know, thriller. I think the only books I finished was Twilight. Don't judge me! And I forgot the other one. It was like a war story. This girl who was writing... It wouldn't be Anne Frank, right? It wouldn't be like the Diary of Anne Frank or something. Because that's a killer read too. But yeah, Twilight. I've never read Twilight, but I've seen the first movie. I guess it depends what you like to read. But 1984 is pretty freaking good. Like, dystopian vision of the government. It's super relevant today. Even as it was back then. But yeah, it was sort of like his prophetic vision of what he thought, 1984, would be, but... Obviously, this was written long ago. I think he wrote it back in the 40s. It was probably published sometime around then. But he wrote like Animal Farm, another great one. No, so I'm very confused as to what Flowers in the Attic is. Let me look it up. Because I watched that trailer you sent me and I was like, that does not explain anything. Okay, let me try to get a... Yeah, I need to get like a synopsis here. Okay, Flowers in the Attic. Let's see, is there like a... Alright, we get a synopsis right here. Get a synopsis. I'll pull it up. You think it might be? Yeah, let me look at the... I'll pull up the Diary of Anne Frank as well. It's a popular read and it's worth reading. Yeah, The Diary of a Young Girl, I think. I'll link it in the chat here. I'm just using Amazon because it's easy, and if you wanted to buy it, you get like a... you could get it on Kindle really cheap, or paperback might be very cheap as well. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at Anne Frank for a second. In 1942, with the Nazis occupying Holland, a 13-year-old Jewish girl and her family fled her home in Amsterdam and went into hiding for the next 2 years until their whereabouts were betrayed to the Gestapo The Franks and another family live cloistered in the secret annex of an old office building. Cut off from the outside world, they faced hunger, boredom, and constant cruelties of living in confined quarters, and the ever-present threat of discovery and death. In her diary, Anne Frank recorded vivid impressions of her experiences during this period. By turns thoughtful, moving, and surprisingly humorous, her account offers a fascinating commentary on human courage and frailty, and a compelling self-portrait of a sensitive and spirited woman whose promise was tragically cut short. Okay, so you like mystery and nonfiction stuff. Well, I mean, Anne Frank, that's nonfiction. Oh, thanks for the suggestion. I'll put it on a list, but I kind of just have my own playlist that's like non-copyright stuff right now. Listen to the Audible of Twilight series. How was that? Because that's sometimes they get really good people to read the audiobooks, other times not so much. So it can be hit or miss. But I'd definitely like to know if it was any good. Okay, so Flowers in the Attic. Let's see what this is. All right, here we go. Oh no, it's a major Lifetime movie event. Okay. Book 1 of the Ganger family series. Okay. All right, here's the synopsis. They were a perfect family, golden and carefree, until a heartbreaking tragedy shattered their happiness. Now, for the sake of an inheritance that will ensure their future, the children must be hidden away out of sight, as if they never existed. Oh, dang, this is crazy. All right, kept on the top floor of their grandmother's vast mansion. Their loving mother assures them it will just be for a little while. But as brutal days swell into agonizing months and years, Kathy, Chris, and twins Corey and Carrie realize their survival is at the mercy of their cruel and superstitious grandmother, and this cramped and helpless world may be the only one they ever know. Oh, shoot. Okay. The remake really didn't do it justice. Okay. Well, it's got a lot of good reviews. I'll link you guys to that, just in case you're interested in Flowers in the Attic. This is what I found on that. Yeah, we're talking books. Let me think of some good old mystery books. Hang on. Think of some mystery books. Because there's a lot. I don't know. It's been a while since I've... That's why I'm kind of reading that one, The Forgotten Bones. Like, it was free. Amazon has this really cool feature. Hang on, let me clean up some stuff here. Let's see, what was it called? Maybe it was under my account where it tells you this stuff. Like all the different, benefits with Prime. That's what I want to know. Yeah. So it was called Prime First, I think. Yeah, Amazon First Reads. So it's like you get to read new releases for free of and it's usually like mystery novels and stuff like that. And so every month you get like 2 free books that you can read. So yeah, this month I got When I Was You. I'll copy these. I'll paste these because honestly these look interesting. Like the premise of these two books seem really cool. And then the likely resolutions of Oliver Clock. Oh no, sometimes, yeah. So the Amazon First Reads is pretty cool if you have Amazon Prime already. You're into that kind of thing. There could be a lot of features of your Prime membership that maybe you're not fully aware of, you know? There's a lot of stuff, like the grocery delivery stuff, you know, Prime Music is also pretty cool, especially since they had the Beatles recently. I was about to say Beagles. That'd be interesting. I believe the sequel is Petals on the Wind. Yeah, so it said it was like a whole series. Yeah, that could be interesting. Oh man. Fahrenheit 451. That's another dystopian future kind of book. I'm just looking at like what's coming up in my recommended right now. But yeah, Fahrenheit 451's pretty crazy. I'm trying to think of what else. Sometimes it's just easy to start with really basic stuff, like find books that are based on movies that you like just kind of figure out like who you like and just start looking at different. Oh, you know which one I recommended? Yeah, so I mean, it's easy to do like books based on movies or movies based on books, you know, do that sort of thing. But this is one I recommended the other day if you're familiar with the TV show Dexter. There you go. Darkly Dreaming Dexter is Jeff Lindsay's, that was his first novel, I think, in the series. So yeah, Dexter was actually based on books, you know. Not surprising, I guess. So, those are a solid read too. Video Amazon Prime. Been saying I'm gonna binge Game of Thrones, but I haven't done it yet. Same. I want to find the books to the show You. Oh, like, do you mean like the books that he talks about in the show, or? Is that what we're getting at? Or like, I mean, I know there is a novel based on the show, but that would probably be a good read. I'm not gonna lie, that would probably be a good read. Yeah, that show is crazy. But you know what? They do recommend a lot of solid novels in that show. Different books. What is he? Let me see. I'm trying to think of just a few off the top of my head. I'll recommend a few. Yeah, based off the show. Okay. Do love The Handmaid's Tale, but never read the book. I'd actually like to see that as well. But I know one of the books he recommends in the show to the young kid, he tells him to read Frankenstein, and he gives him like, I don't know, I think it was like a first edition of Frankenstein or something. And then in season 2, I remembered pretty vividly he was reading Crime and Punishment. But I mean, there's probably like a dozen books that I'm gonna throw this on my list. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why it's trying to add these books to my list. Being a little weird. Because some I've read and some I haven't. Some of these might be free in certain areas if the rights are public domain now. There's a lot of really old books you might be able to read for free. Let me actually look at that. That would be public domain books.
Starts to come and then he pulls out.
Snorg! Not gonna lie, I don't read books. Huh. Right on, right on. Yeah, we're just talking about... Okay. Wow, I didn't know Pride and Prejudice was public domain. The works of Edgar Allan Poe. That's good stuff. If you like really dark... some of it... I don't know if you'd categorize some of his stuff as mystery. Some of it might be a little horrific. Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, that one's pretty old. Moby Dick is pretty old. Heart of Darkness. Dracula. God Hates Us All. Yeah, I know about that book. Yeah. Let me actually look that up. Let's get a synopsis. Yeah, there it is. Hank Moody. Hank Moody. Yeah, see, I was watching Californication, and this is like the book that his character gets famous for writing. That's pretty funny. Oh, well, that's super cool. I think I'm only in like season 2 or something of that show. Where's the fucking punching book at? I know, right? Yeah, that's from the show too. Which, you know, that's like super risque. Yeah, like that. I was like, man, that's a serious issue. I was like, that's a crime. I'll throw it on my wish list. I bet that would be a wild read. Hey, you could go, Michi, you could go with the original mystery writer. You could go with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Be like Sherlock Holmes. I mean, that's... I would just link you to just like, I don't know, right there. Just see the different collections of his works, or you could just buy each novel one by one. My first read was Jurassic Park, but it was a book for third graders. No, that counts, dude. Yeah, that counts. Yeah, I read the like the actual. I mean, I read some of those books too. Yeah, like I definitely read like some of the like the kids books and stuff with like the lots of pictures and like holographic pages that moved and stuff like that. Yeah. But they have like the full like one that's like that thick, you know? Where it's like full on novel, you know? Should have written novel, not cuz that yeah, Michael Crichton in The Lost World. I don't know if I read The Lost World. Yeah, I don't know if I read that one. So yeah, probably what you might have read would be what they call like a junior novelization, maybe, which is more like loosely based around the movie and like shortened and sort of using age appropriate vocabulary and stuff like that. Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, if it's like 170 pages, yeah, that would be like definitely pretty condensed. But yeah, even so, like movies based on books, books based on movies. Nothing wrong with that. That's a great way to get into reading. That's something you're interested in. Which really, to me, keeps the vocabulary sharp, you know, keeps you kind of smart and inquisitive, and it's a great way to go to sleep. Audiobooks are incredible, yeah. That's another way. That's a great thing to do. That's if you're really trying to get like a lot of reading done. Audiobooks can be incredible. Because sometimes we struggle, we make excuses, you know, that we don't have time to read and stuff like that. When in reality, especially with audiobooks, you might just be able to get some of that done. I listen to quantum theory and physics while I play games now, if I'm not on here. I like that. I mean, have you learned anything, or is it like way over your head type stuff? Because that's you haven't learned anything. You're just like, I just like to pretend I'm really smart and I understand all this stuff. Maybe some of that'll soak in. That's what I'd be worried about. But no, I have a friend that was listening to like, she would listen to like stuff about dark matter and physics on relating to that, and I know you don't want to go into a black hole. Yeah, so she would listen to just like stuff that was very specific about dark matter, and I was like, yeah, I thought I was a nerd. Like, that's some really nerd stuff. Like, I know you don't want to go into a black hole. Yeah, dude. Definitely avoid those black holes. Any chance you get. Don't steer your spaceship into one of those. No bueno. Don't drink boiling water. Don't steer your spaceship into a black hole. Yeah. That's wild. Any other book recommendations, or just stuff you've read? Okay, let me all right, cuz we talked about it. Hang on. Let me link some Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, there's Complete Tales and Poems. That's perfect. Ooh, leatherbound. All right, let's be real though. I mean, I would like, that would be pretty sick. I worry about these leather-bound ones though, because there was one set of these leather-bound books that had a bunch of typos in them, and I don't know if they ever released another edition and fixed them. Not about Edgar Allan Poe, but I think it was someone else. I don't remember whose it was. It might have been Grey's Anatomy or something. Which, by the way, is a book. But yeah, here's complete works of Edgar Allan Poe. If you like mystery, I guess it's mystery. I mean, that's probably the genre. I never really thought of it as mystery. That's just my personal. God, there's so many good. Like, the one that bites me that I'll never forget is probably The Cask of Amontillado. Sorry, 2 L's. You gotta say it that way. Amontillado. Annabelle Lee. Oh man. The Pit and the Pendulum. The Fall of the House of Usher. The Raven. The Telltale Heart. You might have even heard The Raven. Like, most people have heard The Raven. Like, spoken or they've listened to it at some point or read it. That one's extremely popular. Does it say that that's in there? I mean, I assume it is. It doesn't have a list of everything. Yeah, they cover Edgar Allan Poe in school. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed that. Dude, it's like super dark for school though, right? Like it's some twisted stuff. Like I get why schools teach like Shakespeare and stuff, 'cause it's boring. No, I'm just kidding. Not sure how it's helped you. It's helped you. Absolutely. It's got you into metal, dude. That's what Poe would be, a metalhead these days. He'd be writing lyrics. Help me realize I hate reading. I love it, dude. Okay, what was I recommended this one last time, but this one's a tough read, and I honestly can't believe that we read this in school. Like, it does kind of blow my mind. Let's see, 5th Kindle. This is saying it's free on Kindle. I'm not sure about that, but okay. Okay, and I assume it's delivering. Okay, nice. And I just navigated away from it. Okay, well this one might be free. If you have the Kindle app or whatever it may be. Let me link you. Yeah, Dante's Inferno. Bing. This one's good, but oh man, it's not an easy read, The Divine Comedy. But it does tell the story of Dante and this character that goes to hell to save his wife, I believe, or girlfriend. I forget whether it was a wife or girlfriend, but they were dedicated to each other, and, you know, he's basically trying to remember if he cheated on her or not. Isn't it cold up there in space? It is a little chilly. A little chilly today. I should get a light jacket on or something. A little chilly up here. We're gonna play some Star Wars today. Star Wars. Oh, I just saw a black hole. You're good? Okay. All right. I think we're good. I looked around too. I'll keep the scanners tuned to look for black holes. All right. We'll be all right. We'll be fine. Oh, actually, I think this is the other I found another one. That might be a different translation if you're really interested in stuff like that. EA actually did a video game of Dante's Inferno. It was back in the Xbox 360 era. And it was kind of like a God of War, like hack and slash style game. Solid, really good. And they also did an anime, which you can find on Amazon and watch, of Dante's Inferno, which pretty much loosely wraps up the whole story in about an hour and a half. So I mean, I guess if you still want to kind of get the loose idea of the story, you know, the very Americanized and shortened and sweetened version of it, you could do that. Get my naked body shot into space when I die. I think you got to be in a casket though. I think it's stupid expensive. You'd probably have to save your whole life to get one of those type of burials. Plus that's like space junk, you know? Like you're just gonna float around, and yeah, eventually it's gonna be we gotta
Houston, I don't know how to explain this, but got a body on the windshield. Seems to be a pale white boy. He's played a lot of WoW.
He's
I don't know how I got that assumption from looking at the body, but yeah, I could see that there was quite a lot of World of Warcraft playing.
I can't do it. I can't. He was dedicated. Seems to have a okay. Sure is cold up there. Houston? Could you guys send me a windbreaker? Oh, this is a jam, dude. All right. This here seems to be cataloging some files of lots of popular books that have been what was I saying? Like public domain, right? And one of the ones I just saw, yeah, Beowulf. You guys know Beowulf. It was also a video game in the 360 era, a movie with Angelina Jolie. You know, it was like an animated film. That's a solid book too. That's a good one. You can find stuff, man. You can find stuff. Dude, Snarg, you'd probably like Beowulf as a book. Like, that's a good one. Like, Lord of the Rings is a solid read, but I'd say it's much more difficult than most people would think. Like, and Tolkien is very detailed in his descriptions. He'll tell you about an area. Dude, he'll talk a setting to death is what he'll do. Or like when we were playing all those games recently, HP Lovecraft stuff. That's some crazy stuff. The seafaring horror stuff like that. Already read Beowulf. Yeah, I had to read Beowulf in school. And it was funny, when I was in high school, the video game and the movie came out like that semester. So the teacher was like, don't you dare go see the movie and then write your book report, you She was like, you better, I will have questions. I will have freaking questions on the pop quiz that will not be in the movie, because I'm gonna go see the movie too, you Hated every word of it. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Dude, I need to play the game, though. I never beat it. I think I still have it. Dude, isn't this a jam? I like this tune. It's so dirty. See, I got all these backing tracks, and I can't even focus on anything but the backing track now. Like, we got all these copyright-free tunes, and most of the time I'm just sitting here like, oh, what a lick. Yeah, dude, get some new strings, man. What are you doing? Dude, it feels so good to put new strings. You don't know how good new strings are until you put new strings on. You're like, that's right, I should be doing this like every month or so. But I'm always that kind of guy that tries to ride those strings until they're dead. Till they're just dead. Dead as can be. Hmm. I have like 10 guitars and I only play a couple of them. I have like 20 something and I've lost count at this point. I think I'm at like, I think I've already bought 23, so I think we're at 24 now, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Have you seen my newest one? Did you see the new Strat, Snarg? I can show it to you if you haven't seen it yet. I was running out of room in my house. Honestly, this room is like 50% guitars. And that's why I have the green screen. Because the rest of the room is just like cases lined up vertically against the wall. And I think what I want to do, I don't know if this will ever happen, but like, I either want to buy a house or build a house or whatever. And I think there's got to be a room that's just like humidified and is like a home studio. I mean, I kind of have a loose home studio right now, but it's a little, you know, I'm just trying to cram a lot into this room, you know? Because I like to have all my gaming stuff in an office, and then I can go to bed and I'm not surrounded by guitars and controllers and games and consoles and stuff everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, it's killer. But yeah, I got a new Strat. I already have 2 other Strats. I've got the Monterey, which is the Hendrix one, you know, the red one with all the flowers and hearts drawn on it and stuff. Beautiful guitar. Got that. Got the gold sparkly Strat, of course, which you unlock at, I think it's the 6-month sub badge. And then now I have the Honeyburst Fender American Performer Strat with the Yosemite pickups in there, the push-pull pot that adds the neck pickup to just any selection. I played it at church on Sunday. It was killer. I just like went to like the I think it's like the second selector on the pickup switch there, which selects like the bridge and neck, you know. So I was getting like this really bright tone, and then I pulled the pot so that it added the neck, so it was using all 3 pickups technically, and it just got that. It gave me like the Strat spank, but with the mellowness of the neck pickup, you know. And it just shimmered when I held out all these like beautiful chords and stuff, which, you know, for church music was pretty good. For like modern stuff, you know, where we're having lots of delay and stuff, and we're just bling, and you're just letting chords ring and stuff, and it's sort of, you know, you're creating an ambiance and stuff like that. You know, you're just letting stuff ring out. It works great. Yeah, dude, running out of room. That's the issue. So yeah, I just need a whole separate house for new guitars. Yeah. So I kind of do need to have a room that's like, and I've seen people do cool things with like a closet where they make it into like a humidifier, and then they have like all their guitars on racks in there, and it's like a clear sliding glass door that locks and stuff. That way you can like, you know, keep all your guitars like visible, but also humidified, where you don't have to like have them all in cases and stuff. I was hanging them all up on the wall, but I bought a rack and started putting them on that. I just like to keep them. I like to keep them in the cases because of the dust and stuff like that, and because you could just throw, like for the acoustics, you could just throw a humidifier in the case and keep it as however you need it to be. And that works up pretty well. And I keep this room at a good temperature where it's not drastic changes and stuff like that. So luckily I haven't had any guitars get damaged due to stuff like that. But I mean, there's been times where we've had some harsh winters and had the guitar out in the car for a while, and bad things never happen. We got lucky. Yeah, there were times where I had to take guitars out in the cold, and I was like, oh man. Was worried. Well, what do you say? We get our little Star Wars game ready, huh? Damn it. Curse you for launching into a slow blues. Disgusting. Why would you do that to me? Oh. All right. Looks like it's updated. Get my controller ready here. Yeah, racks are cool. Or like they have those road cases that have a rack inside, and you could just close up the case. That would probably be appealing to me. Yeah, because I think for a while, like, my parents were like, oh, we'll buy you like wall mounts, and they bought me these guitar stands and stuff, which you can have on the ground and just display your, they bought me one where you could have 3 guitars on it, and I was like, well, this is gonna get expensive if we're gonna buy like stands and mounts for the walls for everything. And I was like, honestly, they stay cleaner in the case, so started doing stuff like that. I wish I was off work when Vi was in town. I would have had him sign my guitar. Oh, dude. Yeah, that would have been killer. Dude, he's a monster. I like his stuff. Really do. I have an article about him that I probably should share with you guys at some point. That would be a good read. Good read. All right, let's get this controller off. He's gone. I was obsessed with his music at one point. Oh, absolutely. We've all been through a Vi phase. Alright, I'm just gonna stop at cold. No, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Can't stop in the middle of a blues. Alright, let's go ahead and prep our scene here. And we'll get Battlefront 2. Okay, no updates. What you doing there, Battlefront? You're not gonna launch at some weird window, are you? Learned a little bit of Bad Horsey. Someone learned, what was that song? It was, I can't remember it. I know the album. Might have it. Hang on, let me see. I might have it on my phone. I could actually just search Vi. Oh, come on, man. Where's... Yeah, Steve Vai. Oh, it's from Passion and Warfare. For the Love of God. Yeah, like someone in my guitar class learned that. I was like, that's insane. Like, and he did it over maybe a period of like 2 months or so. I was like, I don't know about that. All right, let's go ahead and get that launched. Gonna optimize shaders for a minute. Oh, actually, we have a special scene for this game. Yeah. Ooh, is that our capture? Is that? Oh, okay. I was like, okay. Star Wars. All right, I'm just gonna restart the stream real quick. We'll get our new thing going. We'll be right back. Change my title and whatnot.